Hello everyone, welcome to episode 25. Um, like I said last time, we were gonna do the Iron Golem farm. I ended up just bringing the villagers over with tracks. It wasn't very interesting, so I don't think you would mind me doing that without recording it. But it looks pretty nice. It's actually a little bit faster than I would have thought. So, that's pretty cool. Let's see, do I have anything in here? Nope. It should come pretty soon because it's been a little bit since I've checked that, so. It's also possible that if I'm not in that area that it might not allow it to work. So since I was over at my, what's it called? Village, that's actually something else I'm starting that we're gonna do today. I made a cow farm and I'm just populating it. As you can see, I got rid of these guys, or let them go so that they can leave if they want to. They seem to like it around here. But I needed... What are you doing? We'll make a pet. Maybe we can get a name tag. I don't know. So I needed some bone meal so I could make some more wheat, because I'm running low since I'm trying to populate it, and I don't want to bring every cow over there. Wow, he's good. He knows exactly what to do. And he came back down. Guess he likes it down here. I do too. I think it's turning night, but we should be able to make it, and who cares if I don't. I've got plenty of armor. Whoa. I'm getting a new graphics card. My graphics card's fan is starting to die again. I don't know if I had told you that it was dying the first time. I'm pretty sure I did. But it's dying again, so I'm just going to get a new graphics card instead of worrying about replacing the fan. It's not that much more expensive. So, there's the cow farm. I thought it'd be cool to do that. They can't get out, but you can see it with just half slabs. So I'm gonna get the GTX 650, I think it is. It's got 202 gigabytes of DDR3, so it's not the greatest, but it's got better processors. It's newer, I believe. So, it should do quite well, at least compared to what I have right now, which if you remember is the 9600 GT, 9800 GT, right? 9600 GT, yeah, that. 512 megabytes of DDR3, and like 48 CUDA cores or whatever, so it'll be better. I like taking the, just actual bones, because it's so easy since it makes so many. You don't have to actually take a bunch of, this is called bone meal. Come on. 4, 3, 2, 1. You watching me sleep? Okay, so I'm gonna make some wheat and then I'll be back. Okay, so I got about a stack of wheat. It's slow progress trying to breed these cows, but we will see. I made these stairs. I think I showed you that the one episode when we made the bridge. I like them because, one thing, you can walk down them without doing anything, but when walking up, nothing else can walk up them because they don't know how to jump or time their jumps, and it's not that hard. And I think it looks cool too, especially when it's in midair and not on the side. And then all we have to do, I've set it up already, get rid of that dirt, and then I've already got it set up to kill them, I believe, if I did it right. So right here, it'll push them into here, right? Yeah. So once we get rid of that, I believe it is right there, it'll come down here, they'll get pushed into here. I did this so that it doesn't kill the babies, because sometimes if they're trying to go back into the water stream, it'll push them against the top and they'll get killed without... What am I doing? Didn't I have more than that? It's not. And then I marked it. Once we get the desired number of cows, then we can do this. And then all we have to do when we come here is, and I may make this automatic, I don't know, like a piston for the water. Make it, making an entrance for something. Whoa, no. That's not what we wanted. Okay, so I'm going to think about how I'm going to set this up, or wait until I breed a few more cows, and then we'll see. Look guys, caught one. Trying to get to catch one, so finally did. Took a while. Starting to get a few more cows, but it's slow because you have to wait for them to be able to breed again, and that takes a while. So I'm kind of just doing nothing else. I've done a decent amount of caving, so I really don't need stuff like that. I think this is a good number. So, I think we're going to keep it at this. And I've got a bunch of babies, so once those grow up, we will either... I think I'm going to make this automatic, but eventually, not yet. Like, pistons here, because the water is actually underneath that one. Pistons here, so that they don't have to be constantly moving. I think that likes my game. And then have like a timer? I don't know. Probably a timer to make it go up after so many seconds. Or... I don't know. Maybe we should have it so that it counts down after it has the first input, I don't know. So probably just a timer would be perfectly fine. And then we need to start making other farms, so like I don't need this eventually, just for a marker. So I could even put like it's there, and then just so I know where it is. And then get rid of it, because eventually I'm going to have the minecart track go along all the farms and collect it all. But until then, we just have to do it manually, because that's going to be a lot of track, a lot. So I think next we can try to work on what else do we have? What's that called? Pumpkin, melon, or the Reed's sugarcane farm. I had a little bit of trouble with a sugarcane farm a while ago, and that was because I had pistons push it, and it just, I don't know. They were constantly getting stuck in the reeds themselves, so I don't know if there's a way to prevent that. Because if it is going to be automatic, I can't place it. Because I could just have water, and then you don't have to worry water running over the plants, but I don't want that. So I don't know. I'll think about it. See, the melon farm, we had struggles with the same thing. It wouldn't go. I might be able to do that by having it work a little bit differently. Possibly pumpkin, same thing. So, the farms that we need: sugarcane, pumpkin, watermelon, wheat, we just made this one, carrot, potato, cactus, possibly a tree farm. And this goes along with meat. And I'm actually going to make this probably into a cooked meat. So the meat will automatically go into the system, get cooked, automatically go back into the system, go into here. And I want, when I rearrange this stuff, to, I think, eventually I want to have an entire system, redstone system, that can turn on and off things by using different pulses. And I don't mean different lengths, I mean actual different pulses. I don't, I'm pretty sure I didn't show you it, but I had this great idea and my computer couldn't handle it. It could handle it, it just couldn't handle the graphics well enough. I tried to take pictures of what was going on in the pulses, like using the zeros and ones, and it wasn't able to keep up with it. So I couldn't, when I took F2 takes a picture, it wouldn't be the correct timing because of the fact that the processor couldn't handle it. Not because it wasn't actually doing it, because it actually worked. It was able to recognize a certain timing, let's say 101. You always have to have 1 in my case. I don't know how they do it in real computers, but so to have a system that we would literally have, let's say chicken, what's this stuff? Beef, yeah, raw beef, and when it would get to a certain fullness, it would then be able to shut off the farm. With the beef, we just wouldn't make any more. With the chicken, that would help because it's continuously making it. And so certain things that we're going to have to see how fast they make it, and we may just have a manual shut off. Maybe I can put a button next to it that won't mess with the wiring, but I doubt that that would be possible. Let's hop in here. That I'd be able to just press and have it shut off, or press and turn it back on. And it would be able to send all the signals through one wire. And yes, I have already tested this, a very simple version, and it does work. It would just take a very long time to tweak and all that. So if we put a button here, we would be able to get a redstone signal. And if we, I believe we could get in between here and go far enough, and then put so that it doesn't interrupt the signal, but then we would have a harder time. We would have to make like a path further along so that we can get by here, because I wanted access to this. So that would be cool. Cool way to do it. Everything's coming really nicely. I like it. I just want it completely automatic, and it's really quite nice so far. I like the look. I think we're gonna do this. If you guys have any suggestions as to having this look different, I had before had that, okay, and it kind of, it's almost too square. I like that I have this. This is the wiring for the door above it. I like that it comes out and and then I put this in here just so that it basically have a reason to be there. But there's our garbage can. I don't know when's the last time I showed you, but basically you can just, whatever you want to throw in here, it automatically puts it into lava. You may have heard that tick, I'm assuming. Poppies. Whatever you throw in there, it automatically puts into lava, so you don't need to worry about it. I can actually hear the iron golem farm from here sometimes, so if there's an iron golem dying, I can hear it, but that's about the furthest I can be. So I'm going to think about which farm or what we're doing today, and I'm going to check on the time. I'm assuming we're fine, but that might depend on, help us decide which project. Actually, instead of making another farm, I think we should just finish the cow farm, like, completely. And then another thing, I don't know about you, but I really don't like seeing that thing, so I don't know what I can do, but maybe I'll get used to it. I had to get used to that, but I want to get rid of this track, as you know, eventually. Whoop, I was going to check on the iron golem farm. Oop, 13. Nice. No, I didn't mean to pick that up. I do get more iron than I thought I would. This is actually quite nice. I'm not going to have to do as much caving or mining and stuff. Diamonds, lapis, redstone. No farms for that, but gold, eventually. So, I think I showed you guys this, but maybe not. But it automatically goes, the food goes back into the sorter again. So, if I put something in here that's carrots, they're in there. Iron. So, it may or may not come because the way that I did it. So, we're gonna need pistons. So, I'll get some of the supplies and I'll be back. Just wanted to show you my coal collection. It's a ton of stuff. Redstone. And that's blocks. So that is a ton of redstone. Bones. Arrows. Gunpowder. Yeah, that's what it's called. String. Rotten flesh. Forgot it for a second. I've got a ton of stuff now. In certain groups. So, I thought that was cool. The stuff that I put in there is finally making its way, so it got here. So, okay, let me get out of this. I haven't gotten the supplies yet, hang on. Okay, the trouble is going to be doing this with them in. I should have probably done it beforehand, but whatever. And with the water there. Is that good? Yeah. Come on, move. Should have probably gotten my feather whatevers. Yeah, sounding amazing. Shoes so that I could have walked in this easily. Wow, this is difficult. Move. Move your butt. Now I'm out again. Okay. So now that I got that done, I need... what should we do for underneath the pistons? What's the block we should use? I'm thinking we use this doubled. Let me get it. Okay, so we got it on. I'm just gonna do a plain strip like this. It won't look quite as nice, but whatever. I don't know if there's a whole lot of ways you can make it nicer, to be honest. And then we need to decide how we're going to power it, other than just like a lever, because that would be a little bit dumb. I don't know. Maybe in, what is that, what's that thing I have, what's the, I don't know if the gate or, the one where it flips, not, SR nor latch, that's what it is. So a set reset, so basically what we would do is, we would come up the one way, maybe there'd be a pressure plate on somewhere that we trigger, and once we trigger it, then it would set it, so it would pull this up, move them all to the one side, and then when we get off, it would reset it, or just a flip-flop. Then we would get off the same place. So, where would we do that? We'd probably want to do it over here. Whoops, wrong one. So we're gonna walk up like this, up the stairs like this. That's how we're gonna do it. No, wrong way. Did it wrong. Sort of like that. This, I think, needs to be moved out even. That'll give us access from, of course you can't go too fast. That's the one bad thing about it, but and they're allowed to let the grass regrow. They ruined it all. Have a pressure plate. I think we're gonna have to make this top one all I don't know what we're gonna do. Let me think about it some. So I completed it. Looks a little bit messy. I don't know if I can't really hide the wiring well in something like this. Just a simple RS NOR latch. When we come up, we would trigger it so that they all come here. I would breed them all, and then I would just go off here, and they would stop. The problem I've been having is when I do this, see how some of the cows are getting hurt? So I don't know. And then I could potentially put the pressure plate like here. If I didn't want to put it there, I could put it anywhere along here. But whatever. if we go on it a second time, it really doesn't matter. And that might be why we want to have a flip-flop, because then we could have it the same one. I could go up and down the same thing. But let's try this out. Make sure nothing dies. Well, that's not a good sign. Already. And then it was right here. I put this fence so that it'd be easier. That way we could have it flush with the ground. Less distracting. Then, oops, I'm gonna need to get some wheat real quick. So let me go do that. Kind of funny seeing all these cows over here just hanging out. I'm just dropping off some stuff so that I can put wheat in my inventory because I don't have anything open. I believe I've showed you this already, but I just think it's so cool to have this in my castle. Anything that goes into the sorting system, you just stick it in there. Then you're good. I will probably, I don't know. A lot of these things have redstone and then redstone stuff. I would probably put the stuff in a separate chest underneath of it. Oh, my cows are messing with the door. At least they put it back down. What are you doing? So, I'll be back. Okay. Wow. I'm gonna once I get my new graphics card, this should be better. Man, it's glitchy. We should. What's getting hurt? Are they? And then once it does that, the problem is, look, there's the little guys in there. I guess what will happen is, if it just gets too full, they'll automatically get killed when it... What's dying? They'll automatically get killed when that, you know how when it goes up, but then there's already water, so it'll carry all the stuff in. So we don't need to worry about that. It'll be a natural flow, so it'll automatically regulate how many. I'm not going to go down there for a while. Let them grow up and die. Sounds pleasant. I think that villager just grew up. I had a villager, so I'm a little bit scared. They're dumb. They are so dumb. He was sitting right here, and you couldn't move him. It's one of those because he's stuck in a corner. A zombie came up. He didn't do anything. He hit him a few times, and then he turned into a zombie villager. And I was able to kill him because he was looking at me, even though I was out here. So I was able to kill him over the fence. So that was a good thing. But Look, he wants to repeat it. So they're just so dumb that I'm wondering if it's going to be a problem. Hello. Shake hands? No. Okay. Well, hopefully this works well. I might have to make some adjustments. I might have to change a lot. I don't know. Redo the entire thing. We'll see. I kind of like the look, though. I want it to be made out of these half slabs. So that's kind of why I did that, because I want to make the houses like that eventually. It may not do what I wanted where the floor comes up, because I don't see any way that works. Unless where's the doors gonna be? Where are those doors? Maybe have a house in the center with like 40 doors. Something like that, like over there at our castle. Behind the castle. So that might be a consideration. But otherwise, and then they're going to try to go in those and not the regular houses, so how do you do that? So all in all, I'm confused. I'll have to test some things out, see what works. But I like this. This is working well. Looks nice. So we'll see. I don't have to put a fence up here because they're not dumb enough. They actually don't come this way. But if they could, they would push each other off. That's why I had all farmers, and as you can see, I don't anymore. So they all went somewhere. This is my amazing sword. I love it. Look, this guy can't get me. It's quite awesome. I love the fire aspect part. Gotta be careful. I've had so many creepers near my base. Near, not in, so far. But they can actually come in that rear entrance, so I try to not go out there once I go to bed, because then I've actually been very close to getting blown up. So far I haven't. Actually, the one time, I don't think I showed you guys this because I don't think I was recording, but I had actually been in here and there was a creeper in there following me, and I was like, oh no, it's in the wires, and I was like, that would be the worst thing ever. That would be horrible. So, I'm very glad. Well, I think I'm done, but I'm going to check the time just to make sure. So, I will be back. Yep, I am. So, hopefully you guys had a fun time watching. And please, any comments, things that I could do better. Maybe one thing that I'd be interested in fixing this room a little bit, improving it. Seems a little bit too squarish or something, too plain. So, granted, it's my basement, so technically who cares, but still. I know, I haven't done anything with the main part of the castle, just the basement. And I've actually considered doing like a secondary basement with more stuff. Yeah. Obsessive, sorry. So, I will see you guys. Thank you guys for watching.